Hey everyone, this is Crazyhouse back at it again on Thursday night, drawing my butt off. Yes, and tonight I'm going to be drawing some battlefield beauties. I had this concept in my mind of some sisters out in space, and they're armored up futuristically, and they got their futuristic weapons, and they're posing there for the camera and showing off their guns and just showing off how badass and how cool they are on the battlefield after a long struggle. So I had this concept in my mind of a very certain look that I wanted for both of them. I wanted them to both have dreadlocks. I wanted them to have very specific guns and colors, and I also wanted them to have a very specific poses. So like I said, this is kind of like based off of a scenario that I saw in my own mind, and I just wanted to flesh it out in my sketchbook and draw it out and color it for you folks to see. And it's going to be a good time with this one, folks. I guarantee it. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you like my art and animation videos and you like these types of videos. And make sure you go ahead and like this video. That helps it out a lot with the algorithm. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight, folks. I will be starting off with the very most basic drawing in pencil in my sketchbook. Then I will go over that with some Sharpies just to kind of define the lines so I know what I'm coloring when I go in to color it. Then I will go in with some art markers. I might even use some Sharpies and color pencils for the background, and we'll finish it off with some more expensive markers and ink pens just to define the lines and make them pull it out a little bit more so you see the definition, and maybe do a little bit of shading with those ink pens as well. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight, folks. I hope you will stick with me here at my YouTube channel, and we'll be drawing my butt off. Once again, as always, if you want to just sit down, relax, watch me draw, you can do that and listen to the music. Or you can join me in the live chat if you have anything that you would like to discuss, and we can talk about it there. Or you can comment in the comments section and, let me know what's been going on with you this week, or whatever art endeavors you might have or art questions you might have. I'm always open to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Like I said before, as long as you keep it clean, as long as you don't talk about anything too crazy, I'm up for it. In any capacity you want to talk about it. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight, folks. Hang on to your seats. I'm going to play the intro, and then we're going to jump right into drawing these battlefield beauties here on Chris Crazyhouse, drawing my butt off. Let's get going. So here we are, folks. We're taking a little bit of an interlude and a little bit of a break from drawing these Battlefield Beauties. You saw me do the pencils, and you saw me do the inks with the Sharpie, and you saw me put in their skin tones. I decided to do that first, and I'll maneuver outward to their outfits and the colors I want to design, but I always want to, I like to make sure I get in those skin tones first, so that way I know kind of where the colors are going to go after that, as far as like the brightness of their outfits. So that's what we got so far here. I hope you're enjoying yourselves so far and you like what I've conceptualized here in the sketchbook. Before we get on going with the coloring of their outfits, let me go ahead and do my little bit of marketing and plugging for my own stuff. If you like my stuff, Crazyhouse merchandise is on sale on my online store. Thank you so much to those who have been purchasing it. I do appreciate it. I've had a lot of orders for my comic books because a lot of them are not sold anywhere else at this point. And because it's been like a drought for a year because of the pandemic, I haven't done any actual live shows where I've done any signings or showcasing of my books. So a lot of people have not seen my comics in a while, or might not even be aware that I do comic books as well as commentary online and coloring books. So, thank you to those who have bought my Crazyhouse comic books. I got my comic Knuckleheads as well as my fantasy series, The Chronicles of PA, that are available now on my online store. And of course, I have my coloring books, all 3 volumes of Naturally Cute, as well as the Crazyhouse Hyper Fun coloring book, are now available on my online store. You guys can go pick that up right there for yourselves. And I also have some exclusive Naturally Cute stickers that are also available on my online store that you can buy directly from me, as well as lots of great posters and prints that you guys can buy. If you want to support the channel, you can always go to my Patreon and become a Patreon of Crazyhouse. $5 a month will help me out a lot, but it will also give you some great and exclusive artwork that you guys can download and use for whatever your artistic endeavors might be. It might be you just want to showcase some cute pictures of cartoon pictures of your family on your profile. You can do that because I got some Black family clip art. That's the latest thing that we got on my Crazyhouse Patreon. I really enjoyed putting these characters together and putting them, doing the different colors and doing the different formations of families. This is kind of like the first round and just experimenting with it. We'll see how people like it. I might do some more in the future with some different combinations of families going forward. So we shall see how this one goes first. But I wanted to do this as just a positive look at Black families out there and just, showcasing that we do exist. I have a Black family. Most of the brothers that I know that I went to school with, we all have Black families, and we're out here. There's so much nonsense that is put out there propaganda-wise, making it seem like there's no Black families out there or Black couples do not exist. But we do exist, and we're doing the best we can and doing just fine, okay? So that's the way you can support me. There's all types of good artwork, whether it be clip art, downloadable coloring book pages that you guys can get, and also artwork that you can download and put on your phone or on your laptop or on your desktop. That's all available to you if you become a Patreon of Crazyhouse. And as always, my brand new coloring book, Naturally Cute Fantasy, is available on Amazon.com. It is also available on my online store, Naturally Cute Fantasy, where we got natural Black women in different fantasy settings, whether it be high fantasy, sci-fi, retro space girls. We got superheroes, mermaids, princesses, cyberpunk, steampunk, and even got some action movie stuff in there as well. So go get that. It is available now on Amazon and my online store. I'm going to play a quick ad for it, and we'll be back with some more Battlefield Beauties here on Chris Crazyhouse drawing my butt off. So let's play the ad and keep on going. here it is, folks, the final version of my Beauties on the battlefield. And you can see that the concept that I had in my head, these women are heavily armed. They're also have some cyber enhancements, as well as just being naturally beautiful themselves. And the concept that I had in my head, it's close to what I had in my head when I saw this. As always, as an artist, you create things that you envision, but it's never 100%. But if you can get close enough, I think if you can get to about 80 to 85%, I think you're doing very well. I know a lot of people don't understand this, but if you're an artist that does any type of creative endeavors, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it's hard to get to that 100% all the time. But this is very close to what I envisioned in my head. So the concept that I had, I wanted one young lady to have the color scheme of like a purple or violet along with greens, and the other one I wanted to have oranges and blues. So that was the color combinations that I was wanting to work with when coming up with these two characters. That's what I kind of saw in my head. When I say that, I have these sort of flashes of things, especially when I'm tired or very sleepy, where I sort of see fantasy or science fiction concepts in my mind. Don't ask me to explain that or where it comes from. It might be a combination of things I see throughout the day. Obviously, that's where a lot of subconscious thoughts come from. But for me, it usually happens in that stage between me falling asleep and dreaming. That's why I keep my phone or a notebook next to my bed on the nightstand, so I can write these things down and don't forget them later on. Because otherwise, they'll just float out into the ether somewhere. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this concept and you like what I've come up with. And I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys as always on a Thursday night. I appreciate you being here and enjoying and partaking in my creativity. And let me know if you guys have any type of art videos or, creative endeavors of your own. Let me know in the description box, or not the description, but the comment section or the chat. And maybe I'll check you guys out as well, whatever social media platform you're on. I'm also around on social media, on Instagram and on Facebook, so you guys can check me out there and follow me there. And I'll post all my links will be in the description and also the comment section. That way you guys can follow me around the web. But as always, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel for more drawing my butt off videos, as well as my commentaries. And I want to start doing more lessons and tips as far as dealing with the art and entertainment industry. So stay tuned for more stuff like that, especially coming up with this summer. So anyway, guys, thanks for being here. I love and appreciate you as always, and I will definitely see you next week on the next episode of Chris Crazyhouse, drawing my butt off. So anyway, Chris Crazyhouse signing out. Peace.